welcome. I'm James Lott Jr. here of JLJ Media. And of course, this is What If No One Answered the Call? Because these folks are always answering the call. And folks, as you know, I'm a law enforcement family. I take it very seriously. There's a lot of work to be done out there protecting our communities, especially our communities. And you know what I'm saying when I say that. And this time we have something. There's a thing coming up. It's a newer project. There's an event coming up, and it's all very important. And a place that I love. I love Memphis. I've been there several times. Beale Street was fun. Had a great time. I have family down there. So I'm glad when this came across my desk, like literally came across my desk, an invite. You know, as you guys know, I'm in Los Angeles, but an invite to an event that's happening this Saturday, November 15th, from 10 to 1 p.m. at the Lester Community Center in Memphis, 317 Tillman Street's the actual address. This event that I believe in completely, and I was like, okay, I can't be there, but I'm gonna get them on the show. Let's talk about it. There's several aspects, and I'm so happy to have a full panel. I love this of law enforcement. It's going to be great. It's the Memphis Police Department Domestic Violence Unit in partnership with Unity Services Alliance. They have created the Purple Unity Project. It's breaking the silence of domestic violence, and that's such an important thing. Advocacy for domestic violence survivors, people who are going through it, and just all the care and just supporting the law enforcement that come in to handle these things. Because I've seen some stuff out there, and I couldn't even imagine what you guys go through, having to handle these very just trying situations. So I'm glad to have first the person who I was talking to for a while online, who's the advocate registration person, Ms. Kimmie Webb. Hi, Kimmie.
Good morning. Good morning.
And I love all these beautiful brown smiles. I'm just sitting here, I'm just like enjoy. Right? I love it. I had several law enforcement who answer the call every day. We have Sgt Love.
Good morning.
We have Sgt Knowlton. I can hear you.
You're on mute.
Sorry, I'm trying to keep it mute so we don't echo one another. Good morning, everyone.
And Lieutenant Fields is on.
Good morning.
Yeah, we love it. I feel a voice of an angel. I feel it. This is great. You guys have something you guys are doing this weekend, but this is like a year round. This is an all the time, year round situation. So we'll start with Kimmie. What is the Purple Unity Project, and why do we choose purple? Can you explain to folks who do not know what that is all about? Can you start it off?
So what I'll do is I'll hand it over to law enforcement, let them take that component of it, and then I'll jump back in on the DV side.
I love it. Who wants to go first and tell me, let's start from the beginning.
All right, I'll go ahead and jump in. So,
thank you.
Purple Unity Project, like you mentioned before, it is just a community project designed to help people, survivors, know the resources that they have available to them when it comes to domestic violence. And not just only the survivors, but also the community as well. People who know people who are involved in domestic violence situations and just don't know how to help them. We have resources for those people as well, co-workers, church members, family members. You know, just if you want information on how to assist or how to regain your strength and your voice in a domestic violence situation, this is the community event for you.
I love that you said it's for people who are also want to help someone who's going through. It's not just for the person themselves, but the community around, your family members, your friends are going, I want to help you, but I don't know where to go. Sgt Knowlton, you want to jump in a little bit and tell us about it too?
Yes, I think that oftentimes people, as Sgt Love mentioned, you know, domestic violence affects people from all walks of life, all professions, all income backgrounds. And so we wanted to bring everyone to the table in one safe place where they can all feel accepted and understand that we are here to help, and we can kind of give them some direction on resources to stand strong again, to, you know, be the voice and how to be that voice. Because sometimes people stay in domestic violence relationships because they don't know who to turn to.
That's very, very true. I know some personal, not myself, but other personal experience people I've talked to where they feel stuck.
Yes.
They feel very stuck, and they're like, they can't see past the situation.
Right. And it also helps when we have survivors there that have survived and come out on the other side. You know, it's great to have all those people in the same room so they can say, wow, if this person did it, then I can do it as well.
Very true. I would say seeing people lead by example is always things. Isn't it crazy? You feel like you're alone.
Yeah.
The only person going through it. They're like, no, you're not the only person going through it.
Right.
Everybody, a lot of people are going through it, but you just feel like it's happening to you.
Yes. You feel isolated and alone. But, we're here to let them know you're not alone. I've been here in domestic violence for over 4 years, and I never lose that empathy when I have a conversation with a survivor, allowing him or her to know that you're not alone and we're going to get through this together if you're willing to take a stab at it. And actually, we have victims or, survivors that take a long process in getting out of it. But we're there no matter how many times you come forward and say, I'm ready. Every time we're going to be there until it's the last time.
I'm glad you said that. I like that because, I mean, they always say you're ready when you're ready.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it takes that one thing that it's called the click that finally clicks in you. Okay,
Yes.
This is enough.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like that. Sgt. Love. And so, how long have you been in this situation doing this?
In domestic violence, you mean?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. I've been here about 3.5 years.
Okay. Now, but how long have you been in law enforcement?
Oh, how long have we been around, Joy? About 23 years now.
Yes, 23 years in January. He and I actually graduated the police academy together, and life has come full circle, and love and joy has found its way to domestic violence.
Love and oh my God, yeah. Yes.
Love that play on words, Joy.
You are doing my job. I don't even that's that. Oh my God, I can almost be the title of this episode. That's amazing. And I'm sorry, I'm gonna say it. All this beautiful brown skin. I'm like, I think you guys are young. I mean, I think you guys are way younger than you are. So 20 years, you're like 9 years old when you started. What's going on?
Was.
I've enjoyed. I love that. But Sergeant, I want to tell you. So, just tell people out there, you've probably seen some really messed up situations out there.
Mm-hmm. I have.
You guys are walking into any situation. I mean, it must be daunting.
It is. I guess one of the most difficult parts regarding domestic violence, and Joy kind of touched on this earlier, is getting people that help and helping them to understand that you can get out of this situation. There's a better life for you. It doesn't have to be this. This doesn't have to be your normal. And you are not the only one going through this, like you mentioned. A lot of people, again, isolate themselves and believe it's just me. I'm not going to say anything because I'm going to be embarrassed. People are going to talk about me and so on and so forth. But unfortunately, you would be surprised how many people are struggling in a domestic violence situation.
Amazing. Lieutenant Fields, how bad is it down in Memphis?
Well, with domestic violence, it's not any worse in Memphis than it is anywhere else. People like to say that Memphis crime is this and Memphis crime is that. Statistically, we're average with every other city in the nation. So the difference with us is I like to believe that we are doing a lot more. We're a lot more compassionate. We're a lot more empathetic to our survivors and those who may not know, again, that they are in a domestic violence situation, because domestic violence, excuse me, affects people from all walks of life, all economic backgrounds, all financial backgrounds, all educational backgrounds. So we're just here for our citizens. We're here for our city, and we're going to continue to do what we have to do to not only make Memphis the best city in the nation, but one of the safest cities in the nation.
I'm glad you said that, because I want people to know they always like to, some of our cities try to throw things on us and make it seem like it's so like we're the worst in there, you're the worst in the South, you're the worst in the West. And you're there, you live there, it's not as bad as other places sometimes. It's all the same. It's bad everywhere, somewhere, right? So I like that. I like that you said that. To make that very clear.
Yes, we take pride in our city. We take pride in who we are, and we're not gonna stand silent when it comes to domestic violence, and we're not gonna stand silent when it comes to people trying to throw shade on our city.
Okay, thank you. That's what I'm saying. I've been there several times. I've had a great time there. I mean, I'm telling people, go down there and visit. Also, you guys are being proactive. I mean, you're like saying, here we are. We're going to, not just we're out there trying to help people as they're going through it, but we're trying to set up situations and systems in place so that they can actually get help, seek education. I think it's a great thing that you guys are doing there. Now I just want to find out, how did this Unity project come up and this event? Like who can talk to me about that a little bit?
Sgt Love called my phone and say, we need your help. Pretty much. Well, not in that sense, but it kind of birthed in a sense that way. There was a project that Unity Services did, our very first back to school parent resource event back in August, and it actually went over very, very well. And so law enforcement, they wanted to do what you just said, be proactive. And so they decided they wanted to kind of join in and let the community know about what they have going on as far as services and being there and supportive of domestic violence. And so they went in and we had a meeting, and they said, we want to have our very first survivor event, and how can we do that? And so Unity and law enforcement has joined together to kind of birth the Purple Unity Project.
I love it. And so right now, you guys, we're talking this off camera, Ms. Kimmie, about that this is something that it still needs some help, some funding with partnerships. You guys are looking for all kinds of stuff to make this a really huge, big, working, active thing, correct?
Yeah, so Unity Services is a nonprofit that is working towards getting that own standalone organization so that we can be more of a support to the Memphis community, as well as be a go-to referral partner for law enforcement for those survivors that they come in contact with every day. And so when those individuals are trying to get out or flee or start over or to kind of be safe, they have somewhere to say, hey, contact this organization. And so Unity wants to be that organization, that go-to source, so that you're not kind of spinning your wheels looking for help in the midst of a situation. You want to know that you can send someone somewhere, and you know that they're going to get the support that they need.
Definitely. Sgt Knowlton, I want to ask you, because I want people to understand too. You say it crosses all lines. This also could mean against men too. I mean, there's also women who do domestic violence, parent-child. As well as parent-child considered that too. I can't.
Yeah. So domestic violence, it covers intimate relationships, immediate family members, whether it's siblings, adult children and a parent, roommates.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So if you live under the same roof as roommates, we also handle those cases. We also handle
nope. What, Lieutenant Fields?
You got me?
I think that Samuel's is on mute.
Okay. Okay.
I thought for a minute my son followed me to work.
Wait, he mute.
I'm on TV right now. Leave me alone. Yeah, no, yeah. Sorry, as you were saying.
Yes, I was saying that, we cover any intimate relationships, relatives, grandparents, siblings, anything, that's an immediate relationship. We handle all of those.
Why am I?
You'll see. I always assume about everything. I didn't know. I don't know where it's coming from. I had no idea. And
excuse me, Mr. Lott. Okay, Miss Samuels. Thank you.
He put it on.
Thank you for muting. Okay, continue on, Ms. Lott.
Yeah, I didn't know that. So maybe folks are out there having problems with their roommate and had no idea they could actually call in. And it's considered a domestic situation. But I guess domestic is anything in a house or in a
household. Mm-hmm. And I think when people think of domestic violence, they immediately refer to intimate relationships, spouse, but no, we cover anything that's in a domestic household.
Yeah, I learned something new. I didn't even know that. That's why I looked at these shows. I didn't know that either. Thank you for telling me. I didn't know that. See, that's very important. And Sergeant Love, I'll ask you because you've been out in the field too. I mean, so I'm sure you've seen all kinds of situations. And so, on average, if you divide if there's an average, what do you see mostly?
Well, when it comes to domestic violence, and this is pretty much nationally, about 85% of the victims are women. So that makes approximately 15% of the suspects men. So we get a lot of those cases, of course, where we have the victims are women. So
yeah, that's yeah. I think I read this somewhere too. All right, so this actual event, what is it exactly? I see it says giveaways, music, food, games, advocacy. So when you guys came together to do this event, what's happening this Saturday? What can people expect?
well,
So yeah, go ahead. You want to go ahead,
go
Love?
ahead, can you take it away?
Everybody can talk. You guys, I won't take time. Tell me a piece of it. Tell me, I don't know. Tell me what I want to hear. I want to hear.
No, so we'll have a little bit of everything. We'll have some lot of resources there in regards to domestic violence support services. You'll have your support services as well as attorneys. You have our local domestic violence judges and DAs that will be there offering up information. You have those organizations that surrounding counseling and therapy, because when you have that kind of interaction or that domestic situation, you have to come back from that. You have to deal with that traumatic scar and those things that come along with it. So we want to address those needs. And then you don't want to be so serious that you forget about the other stuff, right? So we got a little bit of entertainment. You have some things that are, we'll have some free HIV testing giveaways. We have some great raffle prizes that we'll have for them, free food that'll be sponsored through law enforcement as well, and just a host of other things that we'll have there so that people know that this is a great event, not just to come and get some resources, but be connected within your community with your community partners, because we know it takes a village in order to do this work. It doesn't just stop once you contact law enforcement. You have to now know the legal process of it. You have to now deal with, how do I combat after this domestic situation? And what do I do now if I have children with this person? How do we co-parent? And so you'll have a lot of those resources. We'll have some people there that'll talk about orders of protection, so that we make sure that people know that that's an option for them, where it's not just a piece of paper, but it's a safe way to start the process to get out of a situation, a safeguard that you'll have in your possession, and a host of other things that we'll have there.
Yeah, that was so good. I Sergeant Love and Joy gonna do a duet or anything? Gonna sing during?
They can. Think they're gonna tap. No. I think they're gonna do a Joy Love tap.
There you go. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. You said Joy and Love. I'm in. I'm already in. already in. Sergeant Fields, I'm gonna ask you a question. It's a little more on the serious side. It's kind of, I mean, it's all serious, but on the more serious side. But it's also part of this to help show that law enforcement aren't the enemy.
Of course. People generally think about law enforcement when things are at their worst. When again, when we think of law enforcement, we think of the enemy, and we want to show the people that we are not the enemy. We have never been the enemy. First of all, we're human. We experience some of the same things in life that everybody else experiences. Whether or not people know, we do have people who work in government, law enforcement, fire, the school system, who have been victims of domestic violence as well. So domestic violence, again, touches all walks of life. And because we also are affected by everything that everybody else is affected by, we want the public to know that we are here, we are human, we are the support that you need. We want to be the support that you need. We want to assist you in regaining your life, regaining peace of mind, and moving forward, so that one day you can say, I have survived domestic violence, and you can help someone else survive domestic violence.
Well said. Sergeants Love and Knowlton should kind of ask a similar question. How do you walk through? You need to answer it obviously separately. How do you walk through being law enforcement in the world today?
Well, I know that most people immediately jump to the idea that law enforcement has a negative effect on community, or everyone feels negatively about law enforcement. But I myself became a police officer because I grew up in a home where there was domestic violence, where my mother was a victim of domestic violence. And I can recall officers coming to my home. There was a woman officer that would come. And I remember thinking, oh my gosh, when she shows up, everything's safe. I feel great. I feel better. I'm protected. And I knew that I wanted to grow up to be just like her. And here we are again, 23 years later, on the end of my career. And it dawned on me one day, wow, I began this career because of a police officer during a domestic violence call, and I'm ending my career serving those that are surviving, that are wanting to be helped. Because they're in a household, if there's someone being victimized, the children witness those things, and it affects everyone. So I walk proudly in my career as law enforcement, and I know that there are people out there that are just, and children especially, that are looking for someone to walk through the door and make everything okay. The future police officers, right?
You literally are an example of, you saw it.
Yeah.
It's your life.
It did.
They always say, if you see one of us doing something that you never thought you could do, and you see it, you go, oh, okay, I could do that too. You literally did that.
Yeah.
Love that. Thank you for your service.
Thank you.
Sgt. Love, that question goes to you too.
Yeah, actually, you hit it right at the end, right there. For me, it's about service. It is just simply about service. I was in the military before joining the police department for several years. And of course, I joined another agency where I could serve. And I'm all about, hey, what can I do for this person to help them out of the situation? I like to leave people better than what I received them. So when it comes to me walking through this police life, if you will, it is completely about service. And I like to hang my hat on, how would I want my loved ones to be treated? How would I want my friends to be treated? What kind of individual do I want on the other end talking to somebody that I love? Do I want them to approach them with a caring voice and a kind heart and a sweet spirit and a determination to help them get healing, help, and justice? So it's about service for me.
And thank you for your service in the military. Tomorrow's Veterans Day, as we're taping.
Yes, it is. Thank you.
Oh, thank you for. I mean, I come from a veteran family too, so I'm all like, veterans deserve anything. They can have whatever they want. Country, and you were good. You deserve whatever. I'm saying because I mean, here's the thing. And in some cases, it has been warranted. The whole law enforcement thing and veteran thing is getting a bad rap. It just is. Yes. And I'm always trying on my shows on my channel to spell that not everybody is like that. There are bad everything everywhere. In anything, in any profession, there's somebody bad. And there are systems that are kind of broken and tired. But there are good folks like you guys who are out there who really feel this and are doing your best to just support the community the best way you can. And that's what I'm seeing. I see your two faces, and I can hear Sergeant Fields. I hear it in your voice. You guys are here to help, and I'm very glad I was able to talk to you guys this morning about this. So this Saturday, November 15th, you guys in the Memphis area or any area surrounding, go on down to Leicester Community Center at 317 Tillman Street between 10 a.m. and 1 p.m. I want to find out also if you want to help you guys and do further stuff past this, who do they contact? How do they do that? I mean, I'm on the back end side of when they help the organization, the project.
Well, they can contact Unity Services Alliance at unityservicealliance.org, or they can reach out by phone at 901-212-2783, or at email unityfjc@gmail.com.
I'll put those in the description, of course, underneath the video and the audio, So, folks, I mean, seriously, this is not just a one-day thing. This is for the rest of our lives. Hopefully, it just keeps going and going. And you have a friend in California, all of you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You know how to reach the rest of them. Just dial 911. They coming. Have a collective number. 9 and a 11. 911. Reach those guys.
Right. Well, if I ever get down to Memphis, maybe I can meet you guys in person one day.
That'd be awesome.
Yes, absolutely.
Faces. Thank you for your time. I know you guys are answering the calls. And Kimmie, thanks for putting it. We got this together. Thanks for working.
You're absolutely welcome. Thank you for answering.
Oh, sorry, go ahead, Kimmie.
I was saying thank you for answering the call.
I did. I answered. I did. So I did. I answered the call, folks. Purple Unity Project, and and also for other cities, you might be thinking about this. This could be a good thing. Maybe you'll get inspired, like Joy and you saw something, and maybe this will inspire your communities also, not just in Memphis, to do something, because domestic violence is something that's just not. It's not good, folks. It's happening, and we got to stop it. It's just not. It's a generational cycle that keeps happening and happening and happening. We got to just get rid of that and offer help to those who are going through it. I'm James Love Jr. here in Los Angeles, California, and I'll be there in spirit at the event this Saturday. Everyone, please be careful. Look out for each other. We're all a village. It's a one giant village. We got to help each other. And we'll see you next time on What If No One Answered the Call.